October 2010. Okay, so October 2010, I guess The Incredibles. Well, this month was mostly, you know, I don't exactly remember all that happened this month, but I think this was the year I started listening to Christmas music really early, and my siblings were irritated. I think I started listening in September, but yeah, I don't remember. But this year was the year I got Crash Twinsanity, which is a game that I still have. It's I think I got it in late September of the year before, but around this time, I think I was playing quite a bit of Crash, because, I might have got it in August also. But yeah, I played Crash because I got a 3-pack set of Crash games, and I thought I would play one, but I played the other more, and I thought it would be tag team racing, but yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with Incredibles, but it has to do with the months around it. And so, yeah, those were kind of the memories in my head around that month. It has nothing to do with the calendar, but yeah, it was September, October, maybe into November. And then the game still took me quite a while to play, but yeah, it was fun. The Incredibles, I actually think I saw it in 2005, and, well, no. Oh, yeah, I actually have the boxes ordered correctly, but yeah. I actually first watched this in 2005. I had already thought of the idea for Super Family, so, just so you know, Super Family, when I make it, which I don't know if it will be my first film anymore, but I still plan on making it, is not inspired by The Incredibles. Yeah, you probably have no idea what Super Family is, but yeah, it's one of my movie scripts I wrote. Although, yeah, I saw The Incredibles. We were living in Kansas. We had traveled the country, and for some reason, we stopped traveling the country and spent quite a while with my grandparents in Kansas. I think we still had our house in Montana also at this time. So, yeah. Um, we we lived in Kansas for quite a while, and then this was before my parents got divorced. So we were in Kansas, and then I was playing the Hobbit video game or Pac-Man World 3 while they were watching this. I don't know why. I think back then I was more into video games than I was into movies. But yeah, I watched that instead. And so when I watched it the next day, because I heard that Dash had ran into a pile of mosquitoes, and I thought that was really cool. I watched it the next day. I thought it was a really great movie, and so, I think I watched Jack Attack first, though. But, yeah, before I watched the movie. But I thought it was a pretty cool movie, and then years later, 5 years later, I was making it into a calendar. A lot had happened in those past 5 years. I mean, a lot. So, yeah, I made it into a calendar. What was I gonna say about The Incredibles? Yeah, unfortunately, after I watched The Incredibles, a lot of my ideas for Super Family ended up becoming, I was, thinking it was so cool, The Incredibles, and so I ended up taking a lot of ideas from The Incredibles when I played Super Family, but none of those exist anymore. It's basically closer to the source material of the idea, but since I was really young, it has to be changed because I was a little goofy back then. You know how little kids are. But yeah, so basically, the theme colors, they're all red. It's basically for the Incredibles theme. I probably could have added some black and red for the Incredibles, but it ended up just being red colors. Probably not the best move. But yeah, I did have these text box objects here. That's how I did it. So, I had these objects, because of the layering thing, but I sort of knew what order to add objects and everything, so it was sort of good of an idea. Okay, So basically, here is a picture of. This was actually, I think, close to the picture on the back of the DVD case of Mr. and Mrs. Incredible and Dash and Violet fighting all these flying saucers, I guess, that from on Syndrome's Island, or they're about to, and they're doing this cool pose, I guess, before they fight. This is close to the climax of the movie, but it's not yet there yet. Um, Here's just the Incredibles logo. This is the logo that's on their shirts and everything, and yeah. Here is the Parr family. They're really the secret identity of the Incredibles, and nobody knows that. They look a lot like it, the Incredibles, for some reason. I have no idea how they look so much like the Incredibles. You know, here's the Incredibles all running from Syndrome and the Omnidroid, and here's Frozone also. He's part of the family, and Jack wasn't in any of those scenes, but you know, it's just a poster, and it looks pretty cool. Here is a picture of Mr. Incredible. The city background, I guess this was used for advertising. And along here, I decided just to use pictures of the characters. Here's Elastigirl, aka Mrs. Incredible, and she is in no way related to Helen Parr up there. Actually, she might be, but, you know, they look similar, but, I mean, they're secret identities. How would we ever know? Here's Violet, who, that is a very secret name. I mean, nobody can tell that Violet and Dash are these characters, because those are so totally their real names. And so they decided to just take, you know, the superheroes decided to take the names of, you know, the Parr family members who they look like. I mean, who knows? I guess they were in sort of a rush, so they just had to think of names real quickly, so they just chose their lookalikes names. And here's Dash, who's running, he's like Flash, the 100-mile dash or whatever, or 100-yard dash, who, does not exist yet, because Zootopia just came out this year. But yeah, that's the idea of it all. Here's Jack, which I told you about earlier, Jack Attack. Jack does not have a formal background in this picture, and the text is not the same of the name. The name text isn't the same. But yeah, here's Jack and Jack attacks and everything. Yeah. And then Corey, I think the name is pretty scared of Jack. Here's Frozone. He's voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, I'm pretty sure, who also voices Mace Windu and Nick Fury. And yeah, Nick Fury exists right now. And he's Frozone, and he turns things into ice. Here's Syndrome, who might be the main bad guy. But, you know, he's like, runs Nomanthan Island, or whatever. Syndrome Island. Yeah. And here's Edna Mode, who's voiced by the director of the film, which they do tend to do sometimes. You know, the directors of PIXAR films tend to voice as a crazy character. And these are actually mirror images of each other, these backgrounds. So that's pretty cool. And that says E. But, you know, Edna Mode. So yeah, those are the characters. And so yeah. Last month's theme was Meet the Robinsons. So yeah, if you want to go check that out, I'll hopefully have a link pretty soon. Let's see. Well, this month, I also I think I was going to youth group with my sister at Harvest Church, where I lived, and so, yeah, Harvest Church was this one church, and, yeah, it was a youth group. Here's Space Chimps 2 on DVD. It's a movie I haven't seen yet, and it probably was a direct-to-DVD, so direct-to-DVD sequels are not always good ideas. Just if you want to get into the film industry, it's not preferable, I guess. So yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 in stores. I actually went to Walmart to go just look at the case of the game after it came out, and then I realized that it was a downloadable game, and so I wasn't gonna get to buy it. I thought it would be cool. This is episode 1 of Sonic the Hedgehog 4, and I'm still hoping that eventually they'll release them onto regular game system, but I doubt it. The Great Pumpkin Island on Pop Tropica. This actually has to do about Charlie Brown. It's a Charlie Brown themed island on Pop Tropica. Oh, and that sort of reminds me of, Halloween that year. I think I hadn't even finished Steamworks yet because I couldn't figure out where to go. But I played that island. It was pretty cool. I turned into the werewolf costume. That was sort of inspired by Sonic Unleashed. My Pop Tropican was a werewolf at night, and that was inspired by Sonic Unleashed because Sonic Unleashed was a really great game. How to Train Your Dragon on DVD. The sisters actually saw that one before I did, but Prayer at DC. I guess some people were going to pray in Washington, D.C., and I thought that was pretty cool, so I put it on the calendar. There's quite a bit I could talk about this month. I remember doing Algebra 1 and Youth Group, but that might have been in September. Yeah, but, well, I don't know exactly what was happening, but there was stuff happening. And, yeah. This is getting pretty cool. 39 Clues, the Black Book of Secrets in stores. It was like this one book that had information about the Cahill's secret information, which they were now releasing. That was a really great idea, to release all their secrets into a book. And here was Halloween, which I actually dressed up as a werewolf that year, I think, because, like I said, Sonic Unleashed. The werehog was pretty cool. I thought that was cool, turning into something crazy at night. So yeah, that was very inspired. Also on the 26th, I guess they didn't have room on the 26th because the Black Book of Buried Secrets from 39 Clues. The Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This is in no way related to The Force Awakens. It's like a video game about the Force being unleashed. And it shouldn't be discontinued from canon because it probably doesn't contradict any of the movies, but they might say it isn't canon anyway. Here is Cabela's Hunting 2011 in stores, also on the 26th, but unfortunately, I don't know why I put that there, because I'm not much into hunting. So yeah, there's quite a bit going on in this month, and so that was pretty cool. But, it was getting close to Halloween, the werehog, the werewolf, Crash Bandicoot, all that good stuff. And so, next month's theme, I should probably reveal that. I put 2 pictures up because I put the picture up here and the text down here. But next month's theme is Delete Object, Shadow the Hedgehog. And here's a picture. And you're probably like, wait, what? You were just talking about Sonic Unleashed. Why are you doing Shadow the Hedgehog? Because Shadow the Hedgehog was also a very good game, but, I'll get into that next month, and all you Sonic fans are probably gonna go like, what, he likes the Hedgehog and Shadow? I mean, the Werehog and Shadow? He must be absolutely out of his mind. But yeah, thanks for watching my Incredibles calendar that had a lot about Sonic the Hedgehog. And thanks for watching. Bye.